Welcome back once again as Vigotel Mobile presents Elite Bank Test Series between Pakistan and the West Indies. It's the first test here in Multan. We're in day 3, lunchtime. Let's have a look at what has happened in the last 3 days, or in fact 2.5 days. Pakistan were bowled out for 230 in their first innings after winning the toss. West Indies bowled out in one session for 137. Pakistan, of course, reciprocated with just 157 in their second outing. And now West Indies are 54 for 5. Runs required, not important. It's the 5 wickets that Pakistan's looking for. Welcome to the pitchside studio. We have seen a lot of wickets falling. In fact, even today, we've seen already 12 that have gone. Yesterday, a record 19 in Pakistan in a test match day. So lots to talk about here with my guests, Amir Sohail and Dominic Cork. Amir, we'll start with you. Start of the day, Pakistan 109 for 3, and then they finish off with 157, which means they've lost 48 for 7 today. A bit of a concern when you talk about batting on these surfaces.
It's a huge concern. You know, we've been talking about West Indian batters' ability being exposed on spin-friendly wickets, but the Pakistanis, they are not far away. I mean, if you take that partnership away, most of the Pakistani batters did have their struggles, and especially against the left-arm spinner, for me, who has improved a lot in a span of 2 days.
Yeah, we talked about how he's worked on his pace and what slower pace works over here. And he's done a quick turnaround, like Ahmed said, and it's worked for him. 7 wickets.
Well, they needed something in the West Indies just to spark them into giving them a chance. You know, I think that's what they had to do in that opening session, and they did that. Warrican was involved with probably 9 of the wickets, two run-outs as well, and the 7 wickets. And he talked about his pace to me at the beginning of the morning, where he just talked about he's worked on his pace, he's worked on the revolutions as well, and what he did do is he gave himself a chance to take wickets. It's never easy, and always the pressure is on there. Whenever you turn up at a test match and it's flat, you always look at the batters and say, well, it's down to you. When it's a green seamer, it's always the seamers, over to you, let's see what you can do. And when you turn up and it's a spinning track, the pressure then is sometimes on those spinners straight away. You know, it is quite a decent wicket to bowl spin on, but Warrican was really, really good. And, you know, when they got themselves back into the changing rooms, they probably thought, look, this is a big ask, 251 to try and knock off, but at least, you know, they fought hard this morning, and that's what you want from any test side.
Well, I'll take this further to both of you, starting with you. I was going to talk to you about the West Indies approach. Now, you see a clear, deliberate effort to take the attacking option against Sajid, and that hasn't really worked either.
Well, look, they had to do something, and Amir will know as a batter, you know, you've got to try and do something on surfaces. I talked about trying to get outside the line. As a bowler, what you don't want is somebody to come at you all the time. You don't want them to rotate the strike, because then all of a sudden it just upsets your rhythm if it's a left-hand, right-hand combination. But they tried to take that positive approach, which I've got no problem with. Some of the shots, maybe you'd probably question, were they the correct way of going about it when there was a man deep in the deep? But ultimately, you know, it was the way that it went about it. It didn't work.
You played a lot of cricket in Pakistan. Is that the way to hit your way out of the hole probably you dug?
Well, it's a challenge for our batters. You know, first thing first, when you are faced with such conditions, you have to force the bowler away from that threatening line. And there are different ways to do it. You know, if you stand outside the off stump, you have to make sure you are looking to play the ball back to the bowler, not towards extra cover or towards mid-wicket.
All right, we're talking about Sajid. Let's have a listen to what he had to say before the start of the series.
एक वर्ल्ड बेस्ट साइड था इंग्लैंड, जो टीम थी, बड़े नाम थे उनके साथ, और मेरा कमबैक हो रहा था पहले मैच के बाद, और फिर लाने फिर इज्जत भी दी उसमें। बड़ा अच्छा लगा, क्योंकि जो सिलेक्शन कमेटी थी, आकिब भाई, अलीम भाई, असद भाई, अजहर भाई, जिन्होंने ये सारा डिसीजन लिया। बड़ा टफ डिसीजन था। बीइंग अ बैट्समैन हमारे लिए तो अच्छा था, स्पिन विकेट थी, तो हमारे लिए क्रेडिट उनको जाता है। उन सारा डिसीजन सिलेक्शन कमेटी और डिसीजन था, जो भी बीइंग अ बैट्समैन है हमारे लिए तो अच्छा था, स्पिन विकेट जाता है, तो हमारे लिए क्रेडिट उनको जाता है। ये डिसीजन लिया सिलेक्शन कमेटी और डिसीजन था, जो भी बीइंग हमें ज़रूरत थी हमारे लिए तो अच्छा था, स्पिन विकेट सीरीज तो हमारे लिए उन्होंने ये डिसीजन लिया सिलेक्शन कमेटी और डिसीजन के लिए भी, जो भी बीइंग हमें ज़रूरत थी हमारे लिए तो अच्छा था, स्पिन विकेट सीरीज तो हमारे लिए स्पिनर बन जाऊं तो मेरे लिए बेहतर है, क्योंकि एंड पे बैटिंग भी मिलेगी और बॉलिंग तो वैसे भी करता रहूँगा, तो फिर उसमें दिन ब दिन डे बाई डे इम्प्रूव करता रहा। और स्पेशली मैं नाम लूँगा, इसमें कोई दोहराई नहीं है, अब्दुर्रहमान भी जो पाकिस्तान की भी हेड कोच रह चुके हैं और मुल्तान सुल्तान के भी कोच हैं, उन्होंने पेशावर रीजन के 5 से 7 साल हमारे हेड कोच रह चुके हैं। उनका नहीं विकेट थी, लेकिन मुल्तान की खासियत यही है कि यहाँ पर मिलता है, अगर पहले दिन ना मिले तो दूसरे दिन ना भी, लेकिन तीसरे चौथे 5 दिन थी, लेकिन मुल्तान की खासियत यही है कि स्पिन के लिए अगर पहले दिन ना मिले तो दूसरे दिन ना भी, लेकिन तीसरे चौथे 5 दिन थी, लेकिन सारी मुल्तान की खासियत यही है कि स्पिन के लिए अगर पहले दिन ना मिले उनको पता है कि दूसरे दिन ना भी, लेकिन तीसरे चौथे 5 दिन थी, सारी मुल्तान की खासियत यही है कि स्पिन के लिए अगर पहले दिन ना मिले उनको पता है कि दूसरे दिन ना भी, लेकिन तीसरे चौथे 5 दिन थी, सारी मुल्तान की खासियत यही है कि स्पिन के लिए अगर पहले दिन
have shown that yes, they can be forced to reckon with. They've been, well, it won't be wrong to say, absolutely unplayable. The equation is clear. We're into day 3, session 2 here at the Multan Cricket Stadium. Absolutely unplayable. 197 for the West Indies. The equation is clear. We're into day 3, session 2 here at the Multan Cricket Stadium. It's really 197 for the West Indies. The equation is clear. We're into day 3, session 2 here. Enjoy the action at the Multan Stadium. Session 3, 197 for the West Indies. The equation is clear. We're into day 3, session 2 here. Enjoy the action. Into the action here.
It has been entertaining. Things have moved rather quickly across this third day's play, across the test match generally. The pace of wickets falling has been something. Alec Athanaze resumes on 12. Tevin Imlak, who has kept so well Sanamir. hoping that they can stitch together with something together with another 197 needed to win, or for Pakistan 5 wickets required to win the test match. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon to you as well. Talking about Tevin Imlach, yes, he has been brilliant behind the stumps, moving really well on the leg side and the offside. Another one who has been brilliant has been Noman Ali for Pakistan, but Imlach, he looked good. Got out early, but he likes to be aggressive with the bat.
I've seen a lot of this on both sides as both batting lineups have tried to find ways individually to score, to spend time out there, in addition to trusting.
Stronger Pepsi. Kamal, क्या test है यार.
Turn and bounce has really asked questions, and the experience of Noman Ali coming in play for Pakistan, especially along with Sajid Khan.
Stayed down, so it's one of the things as a batter you don't want. The turn is already enough to contend with.
Oh yeah.
Won't be wrong to say that might be the first or second ball that got so low. Otherwise, there have been some extra bounce, some normal bounce. But the last one stayed really low.
Oh yeah.
56 for 5.
Stronger Pepsi. कमाल, क्या टेस्ट है यार.
एक्टिंग है या नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल, खुद ट्राई करके देखो.
The wicket.
Outstanding from Sajid again, the first 4 wickets in the first innings. He's into 4 wickets here again. Aleem Dar, former elite umpire, now involved in selection. Elite umpire, and it's a really involved in selection for several of these West Indian batters, because I compared this recently to pitches in the Caribbean. Dominica, remember a couple of years ago when India toured, spun a lot, but the average turn on West Indian pitches in recent years, this is itemized compared to today, but the average turn on West Indian pitches in recent years, this is itemized compared to today, but the average turn and so on West Indian pitches in recent years, this is itemized compared to today, but the average turn having to come up against pitches in recent years, this is itemized compared to today, but the average turn having to come up against pitches in recent years, this is itemized compared to today, but the average turn having to come up against pitches in recent years, this is itemized compared to today, but the average having to come up against recent years, this is itemized compared to today, but the average having to come up against recent years, this is itemized compared to today, but the average having to come up against recent years, this is itemized compared to today, but the average having to come up against recent years, this is itemized compared to today, but the average having to come up against recent years, this is itemized compared to today, but the average force of the feet to get to the ball, get ahead of the short leg, but it doesn't always mean it's an attacking shot.
Absolutely perfectly played. Coming down the ground. It's not there
Always
in your
means it's an
slot.
attacking
Straight
shot.
around. Absolutely perfectly played. He's playing right in front of his eyes. Not there in your slot. That's why when you talk about activities, he was able to make playing right consistent runs against Shaheen in slot. Maybe he has been using this. You talk about activities, he was able to make playing right consistent runs against Shaheen in slot. Maybe he has been using this. You talk about activities, he was able to make playing right consistent runs against Shaheen in slot. Maybe he has been using this. You talk about activities, he was able to make playing right consistent runs against Shaheen in slot. Maybe he has been using this. You talk about activities, he was able to make playing right consistent runs against Shaheen in slot. Maybe he has been using this. You talk about activities, he was able to make playing right consistent runs against Shaheen in slot. Maybe he has been using this. You talk about activities, he was able to make playing right consistent runs against Shaheen in slot. Maybe he has been using this. You talk about activities, he was able to make playing right consistent runs against Shaheen in slot. Maybe he has been using this. You talk about activities, he was able to make playing right consistent runs against Shaheen in slot. Maybe he has been using this. You talk about activities, he was able to make playing right consistent runs against Shaheen in slot. Maybe he has been using this. You talk about activities, he was able to make playing right consistent runs against Shaheen in slot. Maybe he has been using this. You talk about activities, he was able to make playing right consistent runs against Shaheen in slot. Maybe he has been using this. You talk about activities, he was able to make playing right consistent runs against Shaheen in slot. Maybe he has been using this. You talk about activities, he was able to make playing right consistent runs against Shaheen in slot. Maybe he has been using this. You talk about activities, he was able to make playing right consistent runs against Shaheen in slot. Maybe he has been using this. You talk about activities, he was able to make playing right consistent runs against Shaheen in slot. Maybe he has been using this.
लाइव स्ट्रीम
reach up to the fore, and he would love Babar and Rizwan to join in on his celebration.
...2025. I think Australia comes next to the Caribbean. I want to see hundreds. Not enough West Indian batters yet are able, for various reasons, to rack up hundreds across the entirety of 2024. Only 2 Test match hundreds. Kavem Hodge.
करके भी दिखा देता हूँ यहाँ पे देखिए इसको बड़ा करता हूँ 150 स्कोर हो चुके हैं 5 आउट हो चुके हैं लाइव जा रहे हैं लाइव जाने के बाद इतनी है इधर भी 151 स्कोर और 5 आउट है तरफ ला देनी है हर यूट्यूब हर व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप के अंदर इस तरफ लानी है आपने यहाँ पे देखिए शेयर के बटन पे जाना है शेयर के बटन के ऊपर जाने के बाद आपने क्लिक करना है आपने सारे यहाँ पे देखिए फेसबुक लिंक्डइन पिंटरेस्ट हर जगह पर इसको आग की तरफ ला देना है ताकि ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोगों को पता चले कि लाइव स्ट्रीम हो रही है वो आपके चैनल के ऊपर है अब देखें सिंपल मैं इस लिंक को कॉपी करता हूँ फिलहाल इनकॉग्निटो मोड के ऊपर चलाता हूँ कि वाकई ये लाइव स्ट्रीम
We can come to it next over. Go! 89 for 5.
नए स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी कमाल क्या टेस्ट है यार
एक्टिंग है या नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल खुद ट्राई करके देखो
Yeah, this is what I was mentioning. There are a number of reasons. Yeah, this is what I was mentioning. Centuries. There are Bangladesh. Yeah, this is what I was mentioning. Centuries. There are Bangladesh. Yeah, this is what I was mentioning. Centuries. There are Bangladesh. Yeah, this is what I was mentioning. Centuries. There are Bangladesh. Yeah, this is what I was mentioning. Centuries. Bangladesh. Yeah,
Competition, how many 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 competition,
looking to play off the front foot. They are lunging forward, looking to play. They're trying to get to the pitch of the ball. They are lunging forward, looking to play. They're trying to get to the pitch of the ball. That is going to happen like this. They're trying to get to the pitch of the ball. That is going to happen like this.
Yeah, if you nick that,
They're trying to get to the pitch of the ball. That is going to happen like this.
If you nick that, spinning
Trying to get to the pitch of the ball. That is going to happen like this.
releasing this side of pitches. If you nick that, spinning
Trying to get to the pitch of the ball. That is going to happen
releasing this side of pitches. If you nick that, spinning
Trying to get to the pitch of the ball. That is going to happen
releasing this side of pitches. If you nick that, spinning
Trying to get to the pitch of the ball.
releasing this side of pitches. If you nick that, spinning
Trying to get to the pitch of the ball.
releasing this side of pitches. If you nick that, spinning
Trying to get to the pitch of the ball.
releasing this side of pitches. If you nick that, spinning
Trying to get to the pitch of the ball.
releasing this side of pitches. If you nick that, spinning
Trying to get to the pitch of the ball.
releasing this side of pitches. If you nick that, spinning
Trying to get to the pitch of the ball.
releasing this side of pitches. If you nick that, spinning
Trying to get to the pitch of the ball.
releasing this side of pitches. If you nick that, spinning
Trying to get to the pitch of the ball.
releasing this side of pitches. If you nick that, spinning releasing this side of pitches. If you nick that, spinning releasing this side of pitches. If you nick that, spinning releasing this side of pitches. If you nick that, spinning releasing this side of pitches. If you nick that, spinning releasing this side of pitches. If you nick that, spinning releasing this side of pitches. If you nick that, spinning releasing this side of pitches. If you nick that, spinning releasing this side of pitches. If you nick that, spinning releasing this side of pitches. If you nick that, spinning releasing this side of pitches. If you nick that, spinning releasing this side of pitches. If you nick that, spinning releasing this side of pitches. If you nick that, spinning releasing this side of pitches. If you nick that, spinning releasing this side of pitches. If you nick that, spinning releasing this side of pitches. If you nick that, spinning releasing this side of pitches. If you nick that, spinning releasing this side of pitches. If you nick that, spinning releasing this side of pitches. If Reggie.